forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
A lot better forecast today, much more quiet too, and also pretty comfortable as well. Right now our temperatures are in the low 80s, and we do have partly cloudy to mostly clear skies out there. A lot better than the kind of cloudy conditions that we had earlier on this morning. 80 in Jacksonville as well as in Taylorville, 81 in Springfield, Decatur, Champaign, Danville, 84 in Paris, one of the warm spots, and it looks really nice on our Gibson Area Hospital and Health Services weather camera on our roof and dog net. With the cumulus clouds and the upper level cirrus clouds, kind of those different layers, looks very nice out there. Winds are all pretty light right now, under 5 miles per hour in many spots. And so our forecast for the backyard looks to be pretty nice this evening, and actually should be a relatively nice day for tomorrow. A little bit warmer, more humid, but we are still calling for more heat and humidity for the weekend. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
A mask, I do not believe, should be mandatory.
Some places are enforcing mask mandates, but not this one. Plus One Park District project is restarting after a situation right out of a movie. What they found when they broke ground.
Boy, they put a lot of thought into trying to create an environment that looks out for my health and for the health of my family.
And that means big changes for Illini fans this fall. What they will and won't be allowed to do when going to a game.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
They're adults, they're smart, they don't need to be told what to do. They know what to do.
But some aren't doing what businesses are asking them to do, wear masks. And one city council is divided on how to make that happen. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Decatur city leaders considered mandating masks 2 months ago, but they dropped it from the agenda. Now a councilman is suggesting the city go about it a different way. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is live in our newsroom. So Courtney, what way is that?
Well, Jennifer, Councilman David Horn is suggesting they do it through licenses and permits. Now, what that means is for those businesses to sell liquor and offer video gaming, for example, they would have to require masks for everyone going in. Otherwise, they'd risk losing their license. He's also suggesting the same for outdoor dining permits. Horn feels restaurants and bars aren't doing enough to require masks. He says most are, but not all. And those that don't are putting employees and customers at risk. However, some councilmen feel it's not the city's place.
A mask, I do not believe, should be mandatory. I have full confidence in our community to do what's right and what's fair and be respectful to the health of our children and our grandparents and everybody.
City Administrator Scott Wrighton says the city is already working with businesses on enforcement. For example, he says they're talking to restaurants that offer outdoor seating on city property and making sure they require masks in order to keep doing that. Even though there is no current mask mandate, all city leaders say they're asking people to wear masks at any time when it's appropriate. Reporting live in the newsroom, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Courtney, thank you so much. Now, for some background on this, at the end of April, the city of Decatur discussed an ordinance requiring facial coverings. They considered fining people $250 if they didn't, but it was dropped from the agenda, like I said, before the meeting happened. That's because the city heard from dozens of people who were concerned. And looking at the latest coronavirus numbers across the state, there are more than 1,200 new cases in the last 24 hours. We've had nearly 158,000 so far. Our current positivity rate for the last week is 3.1%. There have also been 25 more deaths for a total of more than 7,200. Following up on a murder trial in Macon County, a jury found Anthony Myers guilty of killing 2-year-old Tanaja Barnes. The toddler was found last year in their home wrapped in a urine-soaked blanket and a body temperature so cold it didn't register on a thermometer. Myers was the live-in boyfriend of Barnes' mother, Twanica Davis. Davis pleaded guilty to Barnes' murder last year. She's serving 20 years. We have an update to a story from last year. 2 men were arrested for setting off explosions in Vermilion County. 42-year-old Jason Boyd of St. Joseph and 58-year-old Kirk Marvel of Catlin are now facing charges of possession of those explosives. Marvel is also charged with possession of meth and intent to deliver. Authorities say they detonated several homemade explosive devices starting last October. No one was hurt, but they were heard for miles, with many of you calling us to find out what they were. Also in Vermilion County, the bomb squad was called after a suspicious package was found. A U of I team was called at the Dollar General store in Westville last night. Police say the package was left right outside the entrance. The store was evacuated. A robot was used to figure out the package didn't have any harmful materials inside of it. A Mattoon man is behind bars for molesting a child. 37-year-old Jose Antimate Chagala is charged with predatory criminal sexual assault of a child as well as unlawful restraint. He stayed in a home where the girl under the age of 10 lived. Police say he repeatedly molested her over 2 months. They say he held a peroxide-soaked rag over the girl's face to quiet her during the assaults. Police in Douglas County are trying to rein in speeders. The Sheriff's Department says they've set up a speed trailer on County Road 200 North. They've gotten complaints of cars speeding in that area. They'll also have increased patrols there. A summer job wasn't an option for many teenagers this summer, but a new program from the Department of Human Services is looking to help young people find jobs. The governor announced the program in Rockford today. The plan is to create 2,400 of them in July and August.
Even in the midst of an extraordinarily difficult job market, this program is opening a myriad of doors for young people who need it most.
Jobs providers in total across the state involved in the program. Local employers are teaming up with public organizations to help hire those young people. Going to an Illini game will be different this year. What changes you should expect. Plus, one park district found something buried while working on a project last year.
We had no records on where anything was at.
Why they're now deciding to leave it there.